we go. I always like to give it a couple minutes just in case people can jump on. I hope it's the right link too. I wonder if, do you have it up on your phone?
Yeah, that's it.
It's this right link? Okay. Okay, well, this is when I wish, I always say this, I'm always like, oh, I wish I had music playing. You have it up on your phone. Oh, yep, you hear me. Okay, that's awkward. Okay, well, I posted it in the event page, so I don't know. Did you post a link with your thing too? Yep. Okay, so we have 2 viewers. Let's keep going.
Yay! Let's go.
Hopefully more come. Okay, so I'm gonna click on me so it stays on me, and then when you start talking, I'll click it on you so it goes back to you, if that works. Okay. Okay, so I'll just kind of kick it off. Hey guys, we just wanted to thank you for jumping on with us tonight, and we'll probably ramble a lot, but that's kind of how me and Victoria are, so you'll have to hang with us. We'll hopefully keep it short and sweet, but like I said, we ramble, so it might be a little bit longer than 30 minutes. We'll see how that goes. But I wanted to share a little bit about me and my story, and then I'll hand it over to Victoria, and then we'll get started with kind of the meat and potatoes of why I'm sure you're on tonight's call to find out what this whole coaching crazy thing is about and if it's right for you. So I'm going to love this call tonight because me and Victoria have such different stories that I think it's going to relate to like 2 totally different people, but it's awesome because we work together so well too, and it just shows you that you don't have to be like a certain type of person to be a coach. You don't have to be like this super fit person, or you don't have to have a background or anything like that to be a coach. You can literally be any type of person. So a little bit about me. Before I became a coach, I was going to school for exercise science. I knew while I was in school that I wanted to do something down the line somewhere where I was doing my own like health and fitness coaching type thing from home. And I had no idea how I was going to make that work. Like I had no plan. I just knew that's what I wanted to do. So I went to school for exercise science and psychology thinking somewhere down in the future, I will start doing my own thing. I was in a verbally, I never can say that word, abusive relationship before I got started as a coach. I was drinking a lot. I was 20. Well, when I got started as a coach, I was 22. So like my years working up to then joining as a coach, I was in that party stage. I was drinking way more than a person maybe should. And I thought I was happy. And that was like the key thing. I thought I was happy with the life I had at that point in time. And then I met Joelle, who is now my mentor and one of my best friends, and she had shared with me what this coaching thing was about, and that she just kind of got started, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I want to be doing. And it's something that I didn't have to like literally start from scratch with. I didn't have to create a program. I didn't have to create products to sell because Beachbody had already done that for me. I just could do what I love to do, and which was help people with their health and fitness. So when I got started, I was 22 years old. I had just literally that same month, I had just met and started dating my now husband, Nick. So that's like 2 huge things. Like, I don't know if you guys can ever remember when you go back to when you first started dating somebody, it's like a huge commitment. So that was going on. I was a full-time student, still working on my exercise science degree. I was working 30 plus hours at a daycare. So when I wasn't in school, I was working, and working at a daycare is very exhausting, being around kids all day. I was also working a part-time job as a waitress on the weekends back in my hometown. So on the weekends, I would drive 2 hours back home to work and to hang out with Nick. And I was also like, was already on my health and fitness journey because like I said, I was going to school for exercise science and psychology. So I was on my fitness journey, and I still wasn't happy with where I was in my health and fitness journey. I was that like skinny fat person. I was the one who would do like 45 minutes on the elliptical and then do like 15 minutes of wandering around to different weight machines and the gym. Like thinking I knew what I was doing when I really didn't really know what I was doing. So Beachbody kind of opened a whole door for me of like weightlifting and doing cardio the right way and just the right way of eating too. Even though I had that like exercise science background, it opened this huge door for me on like, man, I'm not really doing what I'm not doing it the right way. And fast forward now, like 5 years, I can't believe I've been doing it 5 years. I'm now married to Nick. We are expecting our little boy literally any week now. I'm working from home as a stay-at-home mom, which was my huge why as to why I became a coach in the first place. I wanted to be able to be a stay-at-home mom, but I didn't just want to like raise my kids. I wanted to also be able to provide for our family. I didn't just want to, not that just being a stay-at-home mom is bad, but I knew I wanted to provide more for our family so Nick didn't have to work so much, so that I could kind of have the best of both worlds. I was like being the stay-at-home mom, but I was also providing financial support for our family. I also knew that I wanted to be my own boss and just have that flexibility and that freedom to do what we wanted to do when we wanted to do it. So like before we got pregnant, we did a lot of traveling, and we didn't really ever have to like, I didn't have to ask my boss for time off and all that kind of stuff. So like just having that life freedom has been and is now still a part of my huge why, is creating that life freedom even far past like where we are now, and to help other women find that life freedom in their life, whatever that is. So that's a little bit about me in a nutshell. And I'll have Victoria go, and you guys are gonna like, her story is so different than mine, but I love it. So that's a little bit about me. Did I say who I was? I'm Lauren Ricks, by the way, too. I don't know if I said who I was. So that's me. So Victoria, go.
Okay. Yeah, I don't even think you even introduced yourself. Okay. Hey guys. I'm looking at my phone to see if I'm on there yet. Am I on there yet?
Yep.
Hold on. There's just a little bit. Oh, I am. Okay, cool. There's like a little bit of delay. So hey, yeah, I see myself on my phone. Guys, my name is Victoria Limon. I am one of Lauren's coaches, and I've been coaching for almost 2 years. Little bit about my story. I'll tell you 2 parts of my story. So as far as like how I got started in coaching, I went to college. My dream was actually to climb the corporate ladder. Like I wanted that corner office with a view. I had my oldest daughter, Estrella, when I was 19. So I had to work really hard and really long hours to try to support her and go through college at the same time. So when I finished college, I started working for a company, and I ended up working for the company for about 9 years or so. But my dream was to climb a corporate ladder. Like I never wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, which is so opposite from Lauren, because I always wanted to be in an office. So I'm trying to think. Sorry, I ramble and I lose my train of thought. But fast forward several years, I got pregnant. My husband and I were expecting twins, and so probably about sorry, I was afraid that the screen had froze up on me. So anyhow, so I got pregnant. I had the twins, and it was oh, there you are. Like I had lost you for a second, Lauren. Sorry about that. Like nobody else can see that, but I knew that I lost you.
Okay.
Sorry. All right, cool. So yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Like you just have to bear with me for a second. Like I have totally spaced out on that. So yeah. So breathe for a second. I was working full time. Seriously, my dream was to climb the corporate ladder. Like I wanted that corner office with the view. I wanted to be the mom carrying the briefcase to work. I wanted to actually be the mom sending her kid off to daycare, me working, coming home in my office suit. That was really what my dream was. After my husband and I got married and we had the twins, I really missed seeing them in the mornings. I started to realize, like, wait a minute, my daughter, who was 14 at the time, like she's going off into she was going to go off into college, and I missed all that development with her. I missed all that time with her, and I started to miss the twins, and I started to not want to be away from them. My job, I loved it. Like I was good at my job. I had a lot of friends at my job. I had been there for almost 9 years, and it was, you know, very steady income. Like it was, you know, like showed up to work, you do your stuff, you get your paycheck, you know, just like any sort of normal corporate job. But I just didn't feel fulfilled. Like I felt like there was something missing. I didn't know what it was. And I would see Lauren on posting on Facebook and just talking about how she had this freedom, this life that, you know, she was doing. I was like, what are you doing? Like I literally messaged her one day, and like I even pulled it up on the Facebook. I was like, okay, girl, like what are you doing? Don't give me a sales pitch, because like I just want to know what you're doing, and I wanted to be part of it. And so that's when I asked her about coaching. As far as like my weight loss journey, like she and I are complete opposites, because I've always been on a roller coaster ride about my weight. My heaviest weight was a 250, and that's actually where I started my Beachbody journey, was like right around 250. Like I think I gave birth to the twins around 245, and I gained some weight. Like they said, oh, nursing's gonna, you know, you can eat whatever you want and you're just gonna lose the weight. No, I didn't lose the weight. I have been, like I said, on a roller coaster for so many years. I would lose the weight, and as soon as I, you know, got to my goal, then I'd shoot back up an additional like 10 pounds, and I'd figure out how to lose some weight the bad way, like the unhealthy way, and I'd go back and forth. And so when through a Facebook group page, she asked me if I wanted to be in a challenge group, and I was like, oh no, I can totally do this on my own. Like I don't need a challenge group. When like obviously I knew that I couldn't do it on my own. And you know, we'll talk about Shakeology later, but she would ask me, she told me like, well, hey, this is a nutritional drink. I was like, oh no, totally, I can do it. I don't need your drink. And and I was completely against it, and I'm eating my words now. So it's so funny just to even think about how we met. But after I had the twins, and I was just not happy at where I was working, and I needed something. Like I was suffering from postpartum depression. If anyone's ever been through that, it's so scary, because I had a really hard time connecting with my twins, my twin daughter Antonia. I didn't even want to be around her. Like I didn't want to hold her. Like I didn't really care if nursed or not, because I was in a hole. It was a very dark place, and I had been there before with my oldest, and that almost led down to a very like bad road where it ended. Did not want to go to that place. So I was like, Lauren, I need some help. I don't know what to do. You tell me, I'll do it. Like I'll drink it, I'll do the workout, whatever. I started with T25 and fell in love with Shanti. So if anybody knows that about me, they know that I love Shanti. And he's just such a motivating guy. I fell in love with Shakeology. People were asking me what I was doing, and I was like, I don't know, just doing this thing. And so I started to coach because of, you know, the results that I had seen and the way I was feeling. Like I will always swear that this coaching has completely, because I don't know where I would have gotten myself into with that depression had I not found this. So as you can tell, like Lauren and I are complete opposites, and which is what I love about this team, is that we have everybody from all different walks of life, ages, you know, backgrounds, whatever. And like, I don't know, opposites attract, I guess, but we've been able to have such a great friendship, and it's just amazing the way it all works out, and the way it's supposed to, as you know, everything has a plan. So I guess that's my story.
I think the biggest thing I love about your story is you didn't wait until you were at, well, many things, but one of the big things I think, and we talked about this before, because it's one of the biggest objections I get, is people want to wait until they get to a certain goal before they start coaching. And I love that you didn't want to wait until that goal. You jumped in and you did you worked on your fitness goal and you worked on your coaching goal at the same time. And that's what's inspiring, you guys. Like, I know you might think, like, before you sign up, like, if I'm not at my goal weight, nobody's going to want to join me. But it's the journey that's inspiring to people. It's the process you're going through and sharing that's inspiring to people, not just the results. You know, like people want to see you go through that roller coaster and how you're dealing with it before they just see the results, you know? So like, I think that's what I love. And I think it's like huge, like to start when you're like where you were to start coaching and a challenge group at the same time. So props to you, because a lot of people don't start because they're scared. Okay, so let's get into the meat and potatoes of this call. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, reload. Okay. Oh, see, this is what happened. This is what I did. I should have done this in my other thing. I might have to have you, shoot. It wants me to switch. I have like 3 different Gmail accounts and I have them both going in different ones. So I don't know. Do you want to pull up the slides you have, Victoria, and we'll just kind of skip through. We don't have to go about my About Me page. We'll just do that because it won't. If I sign out of the Fit Republic Empire Gmail account, it's going to shut me down again like it did before.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
I'll screen share and then I'll let you start talking.
Okay.
Go funky for a second.
Okay. That's another thing I love about what we do is you don't have to be perfect. I think that's another thing I always get is people are afraid to start because they don't know everything about technology, or they don't know everything about Facebook, or they don't know everything about whatever. But you don't have to be a coach, because you kind of learn as you go. So, okay, so here's the slides. Perfect. And Victoria, can you hear me still?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Okay, we'll just do that. So you're probably going to have to do the slides. Okay, so a little bit about, well, can you go back one more? Sorry.
Oh. You want me to go to the front?
Yeah, the front one. Okay, so a little bit about us. When you join as a coach, you don't only join with Beachbody, like you're a part of Team Beachbody, but you're also a part of our team. And our team is called Fit Republic Empire, but we also have a tribe, and our tribe is called Freedom Tribe. So like I said in the beginning with my story, is a huge part of my why was to have that freedom in life to just enjoy life how it's supposed to be enjoyed. And that's a huge mission for that's why we created Freedom Tribe, is because I wanted it to be a community of people who all were striving for some type of freedom in their life. So when you join as a coach, you don't just join with Beachbody, you join with our whole tribe of family. And if you can see, like, there's pictures from all, like, this is us having fun as like our community and our tribe. So it's so much more than just Beachbody that you're joining with. So you can go to the next one. I don't know, do you want to talk a little bit about more on your About Me page, or should we go right into Shakeology?
It's okay.
Okay, so we're both gonna talk about Shakeology a little bit, because I'm gonna talk more about what it's doing for me while I'm pregnant, because this is now, since that's where I'm at right now, I'm pregnant, and I've been drinking Shakeology as my prenatal vitamin. So instead of taking my prenatal vitamin, I am drinking Shakeology. And some doctors and some people will probably say, you shouldn't drink it while you're pregnant, but doctors also don't tell you to stop drinking pop. They don't tell you to stop going to McDonald's. They don't tell you to stop, eating all the sugar you're eating. So why is it that they tell you to stop drinking this shake that has all these vitamins and nutrients and superfoods in it that your body needs to function properly? So since I've been drinking Shakeology for 5 years, but I've been drinking it all the way through my pregnancy too. And I swear it's helped with so many things, like not only just hair growth like prenatals do, but it keeps me feeling good, and it gives me that boost that I need throughout the day. It also helps me with my chocolate craving, because if you guys follow me, I have a huge sweet tooth. So this is my go-to when I'm I need chocolate now. I'll just make my shake. Before I got pregnant, I swear it was my flat belly secret, because it kept me so and this TMI, sorry, but it kept me so regular that it just kept me regular. Like I always felt my digestive system always felt good unless I ate some foods that I knew caused my digestive system to not feel good. But being pregnant too, I haven't had any issues with constipation or anything like that comes with pregnancy. If you've been pregnant and you've had that issue, you know what I'm talking about. And I swear that's because I've been drinking Shakeology every single day, and it keeps my digestive system the way it needs to go. So I know a lot of people think it's just a protein shake or just a weight loss shake, but it's really so much more than just a protein shake or a weight loss shake. Like you can't just drink Shakeology and lose weight. Like you have to still change your nutrition. You have to still add in exercise. It's not like this miracle drug that if you drink it, you'll lose weight and that's it. Like, no, you still have to work at it. So that's one thing I love about it. It's like you still have to mix it with good nutrition and exercise. So that's a little bit of like my story with Shakeology and why I love it. I don't know if you want to share a little bit about your story.
Yeah. So when I first started drinking Shakeology, I honestly thought it was like a Slim Fast kind of thing. And I tell people that all the time because I feel like that's important to know, is because like she said, people think it's like a diet drink or it's like a protein shake. And so I just assumed it was something like that. And it's totally not, because I started drinking it, like I said, just because I figured like, okay, why not? It comes with my challenge pack. Like I didn't really know what it was. When I started feeling better, I guess I told you guys before, like I suffer from depression, I have anxiety, and I still have that, because anybody who's ever had that knows that it never, ever goes away. It's just something that you learn how to manage. And when I started to feel better, when I started to feel less tired, less sad, less, anxious, I contributed to this, and I started to do my research on the ingredients that are in there, and they have whole foods that are in there that are used like all over the world for natural remedies to help with that, help you to sleep better, help you to give you more energy, help you with your depression and anxiety. I mean, and it just started to help me feel better all around. So that's one thing I love. I drink it, and I nursed my twins until they were 13 months old. So I feel like it helped me with my milk supply. Anybody who's having kids, I'm sure Lauren's going to experience that pretty soon too. And it helped with my milk supply. It helped keep me full, gave me some vitamins, because when I first started doing coaching and started doing Beachbody, I was living off of Taco Bell. Like that was the cheapest, fastest thing I could eat. So anybody who visited me, they brought me Taco Bell. So this definitely helped change my nutrition. I also will say that my parents drink it every day. They don't exercise, but they have lost weight. My parents used to be on cholesterol medication, blood sugar medication, blood pressure medication. My mom was on the verge of being put on insulin because her blood sugar was so high, and they are off their medication. I think my dad has like a half a dose of one of his blood pressure meds, and my mom takes her blood sugar medication, one of them, like once every couple of weeks, if she just has like a complete like bad weekend and her blood sugar is just starting to creep up. But they're off their medication, and it's something that they swear by. I have my aunts and uncles who drink this, who don't exercise, but it makes them feel better, because if you have any like I don't want to say elderly people, but like if you have older, family members who are drinking like Glucerna, this is what they take instead of that. I had so many family members who were drinking Glucerna because their doctor said that they needed some more protein and vitamins. No, I have them on this, and this is what is helping them. And it was just something like, I'm just not taking a nap in the afternoon, and I don't know why. I'm just feeling better. I just want to, take a walk, and I don't know why. And it's that kind of thing that I love. It's not some sort of jittery energy drink. It's just a natural, nutritious thing that just happens to make you feel better, and that's kind of how I have my aunts and uncles on it. So that's my take on Shakeology.
I have a question for you, because I know a lot of people, like for me, I drank Shakeology before I got pregnant. So like for me, it was a duh, I'm going to keep drinking it while I'm pregnant and while I'm nursing. But for you, you started drinking it while you were nursing. And you said you still saw an increase in your milk supply. You didn't see a drop in your milk supply, but you were still able to lose weight while you were working out and nursing and drinking this, and probably upping your calories a little bit because you need to make sure you're eating enough calories for nursing too, right? So
yeah, it did definitely help me with my milk supply because, you know, nursing one baby and nursing two babies, it's hard, you know, you got to make enough to feed both kids. And I feel like it helped with that. It had a lot of the ingredients that, you know, that you would want to take anyways to help with like your milk supply. So it's, instead of just eating like random foods, it's all right there together. I did not follow the nutrition plan with T25, but I did lose weight. Like at the time, like I just didn't follow it. But when I started to do 21-day fix, I had to go up to the next calorie bracket, whatever my weight was. And it tells you whatever calorie bracket to eat into. I had to bump up to the next bracket up just to make sure that I was getting enough calories in for the nursing and stuff.
Right. So this is great for like people who are nursing too, because it can be that extra snack of like 200 to 300 calories that you need for nursing, instead of like adding it, like it's a great on-the-go snack that you can have instead of like trying to figure out another meal to have, you know? So it wouldn't be a substitution of like a lunch or a breakfast or a supper. It would be like another add-in snack probably.
Yeah, for sure. And especially if you're nursing every like 2 hours or something,
Right.
then you're tired.
You need to eat.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the next?
Okay.
We could probably talk about this all day.
Yeah. Okay. Something for everybody?
Yep.
Do you want me to talk about this one?
Yep, if you want to, sure.
Okay, cool. So what I love about Beachbody is they have something for everyone. It's not just Shakeology. You know, they have so much for everyone. They have all the workout programs that you could want. Anything, any style that you like to do, they have something for it. If you like weightlifting, weight training, they have that. If you like cardio, they've got that. They eat Pilates, yoga, they got that. 30-minute workouts, they got that. 60-minute workouts, they got that. But in addition to that, they have other, they have the Shakeology, and then they have other nutritious things for you. Like the Ultimate Reset is something that I've done before. You've done that one before, haven't you?
Yep, I've done that twice.
Ultimate Reset is a 21-day total body detox. Like it just completely gets your body to an alkaline, I guess that's the word, alkaline state that it needs to be in. And it's something that I am going to do again. I've already done it once. I'm going to do it again like twice a year. I think it is so good for your body to do, because everybody needs to just like detox their whole body. If you need like a quick like little de-bloating kind of detox over like the holiday weekend or something, that just, you know, you just get rid of some extra junk that you got in your body, 3-day refresh is a quick way to do that, and just to kind of get your body jump started back on track. They have a performance line, which is for depending on what type of workout program that you're doing, you may need to add in extra supplements. Like I use the Energize, which is the pre-workout energy drink that I take before I work out to give me some extra energy and to get me through the workout. On the days that I go running and do my workout, I take the Recover, which is like your typical post-workout protein shake. It's not typical, but that's like what people are thinking of when they're thinking of a protein shake. This is what that is. That's going to be what's going to help your body recover from a workout. So that's why it's completely different from Shakeology. And whenever you are having a bad weekend and you're just not eating what you're supposed to, and you need to get your body back on track, they have these boosts that you can add into your Shakeology to give you some like extra energy or digestive health. Get rid of some extra stuff fast, you know, like whatever's built up in your body. So yeah. And now they're coming out with cookbooks. Like they say, most everyone's heard of the 21-day fix and the color-coded containers. She's got her own cookbook, and the recipes are so easy and they're so good. Like desserts and snacks and meals. I mean, I love it. Like there's just like so much available to you.
And one thing I love that we came up with the performance line, because I'm like a supplement junkie. Not that I take a lot of supplements, but like I love trying out different pre-workouts and finding ones that are like really, really good. And when I first started, I was like I was doing the C4 and I was doing all these other like pre-workouts that made me super jittery and like made my heart feel like they were going to pound out of my chest. And I was like, oh, this is the worst feeling ever. So when they came out with this performance line, I was like in heaven, and it's so good. And it's something that being pregnant, obviously I'm not going to be drinking pre-workouts while I'm pregnant because my body just doesn't need that like extra kick in the pants. I mean, it does, but not from a stimulant like that. But it's amazing. It's amazing. I miss it a lot.
Yeah, and it doesn't have like that caffeine that you would normally think of, like that would make you really jittery. The caffeine I think comes from a green tea.
Right. Yeah, it's a natural caffeine. It's not a whatever else comes from whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we got next? I feel like I'm going into this blinded. Results. Okay, so this is one of my favorite things. Like I think as a coach, sometimes people, and I talked about this before with like Victoria's story, like people they almost want to wait until they join as a coach until they have results. But you'll see that all 4 of these women, these are the results they had while they were a coach. Like these are results they were getting through their journey as a coach too. And it just goes to show that like everybody's so different, you know, like Sharon, she started out where she started out, and now she like her transformation is huge. And you know, like Cindy she's still like everybody's transformation is huge, but I just love that you can see that like everybody's at a different stage, and there's not this one all like type of coach, if that makes sense. And they all did different programs. I'm sure Sharon had like multiple programs she did with her journey, but I just love that it shows that you don't have to be a certain type of person to be a coach. I don't know if you can say anything else with that.
And those like the picture in the green bra, that's me with my T25 results. So obviously you can see I was so sad and just like not even happy in that first picture. But yeah, so that's where I started at. You know, that was a little bit I was a little bit bigger than that right before I started.
So it just goes to show that you don't have to be a fitness model to help people, because that's our ultimate goal, is to help people achieve their goals while we're achieving ours, basically. So
yeah.
Next. Okay. I can go over this too. Okay, so this is kind of like what it means to be a coach and what is coaching. Like, what do we do on the daily as a coach? Because I know this is a question that most of you are wondering, you know, like I get that you guys work out and I get you share your journey, but like what do you actually do as a coach? And basically as a coach, we do 4 things. We are a product of the product. So we're Drinking Shakeology. We're working out. We're sharing our journey on Facebook publicly. We're working on our personal growth. So we're constantly working on growing ourselves mentally, emotionally, along with the physical part of it. We are also inviting others to join our groups and our journey and get them started on their own journey. And then we're just recognizing people. We're recognizing our challengers for losing weight. We're recognizing our coaches for their successes. So we're like praising and shouting out people we're working with too. So that's kind of like, those are the 4 things that we say, like if you do those 4 things every single day as a coach, your business will excel. And like the inviting part is basically just like when you're sharing your story, like inviting people to join along with you. And people are going to ask you what you're doing when you're sharing your progress every day. You know, they're going to ask you why why are you so happy? Why do you have so much energy? All this kind of stuff. And that's when you can share with them what you're doing and invite them to join you in this journey along with you. Some benefits of being a coach are obviously you can set your own hours. You can either do part-time or full-time. And this is like crazy to think about, because like honestly, I probably work part-time hours, but I earn a full-time income. So like when we say full-time, like I'm a full-time coach, but I don't work 40 to 60 hours a week as a coach. I work 2 to 3 hours a day. So like part-time would maybe be like 1 hour a day. So you can totally work this business around anything because you can decide how much and how little you want to work. You can build online or in person, and you're basically sharing your passion and attracting people who have that same passion. So like your passion might be different than my passion. Like we all have different things that we're passionate about, and just learning to share that and share our story with it is kind of what we do on a daily basis. It's just sharing our life and trying to inspire people to join, and just trying to inspire people to like want something more for themselves, I think is the biggest part of it. Oh, we could talk about you want to talk about like the pictures too?
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say, when I first started, I was working full time. So I was, working like from 7 to 4. Had to pick up my teenager from high school, come home, see the kids for a little bit, make dinner, put them in bed, try to do a workout or something. And I would actually work for like 1 hour a day. Like that's really all I could actually give. And I was able to do that. Joelle up in the right corner, she is one of our upline coaches, and she built her business working full time, going to school full time, and working an hour a day. And I know Lauren started working an hour a day when she first started too. That's really all you can give, and then until you're able to like just adjust it with your time. Now, like the picture, so in the bottom right picture, that is just one of our like team meetings. We have meetings online since we all live in all different areas, all over the US and Canada. And sometimes kids just show up to the meetings, like just like it's life, you come in either in your pajamas and your workout clothes with the kids, without the kids or whatever, and it just makes it happen. The picture right above that in the living room, that was at a retreat that Lauren and another coach, Joelle, that I mentioned, hosted for all their diamond leaders. And we were able to be treated out to a lakeside retreat for the weekend. And we brought in a couple of speakers, and it's just so comfortable and informal and just nice to have that connection with a lot of the coaches. Like a meeting too. Down at the bottom middle is a picture from last year at Summit. So Summit is our national conference that we host generally, I guess, in like June, July. And last year was in Nashville. This year's is going to be in Nashville. I'm not sure what's going to be next year. Probably Nashville again for one more year. But yeah, it's just amazing to be surrounded with like 25,000 coaches and people who are doing the exact same thing you are. I came back recently from a cruise through Beachbody where it was like 6,000 people on the cruise ship. Lauren didn't get to go with us because she's got the baby cooking right now. But as for somebody who's always had weight issues and always had self-esteem issues, it was the most comfortable I have ever been in my entire life, because I usually look at other people, compare myself to them, wonder, are they judging me because I'm too big or whatever? But I was surrounded by everybody who is exactly the same way as me. Nobody is any different because we're all working on our journey the exact same way, one day at a time. And it just felt like I was at home. I felt like I was with family. And it was just so nice to just be around that environment, and that energy is just like insane. I mean, it's insane. And I've become more self-confident, being around coaches, just because, I realize that we're all just trying to get by one day at a time.
Right, for sure. So this is just like a ton of other fun stuff we do. We don't just like sit and look at our computer all the time on Facebook. Like we're doing fun things throughout the year to like just be with each other and have fun.
All right, next slide. There it goes.
Okay, so here's just a couple rewards. I mean, being a coach in itself is a reward, but you also do get some rewards as a coach. We earn a commission. Obviously, that's one way we get paid. So we earn a 25% commission off of anything we sell as a coach. We have bonuses for team growth. That's another huge thing. Like if you ever see people say they're making 6 figures as a coach, most likely it's because their team is killing it and they're earning these bonuses from their team, not from commissions. It's not from selling 6 figures worth of commissions, because that would be gross. We have fun trips like Victoria was talking about. We have different trips. We have recognition. And then just the learning and the personal development aspect of coaching in itself is a huge reward. I know that's probably been something that's totally, it's life-changing, to be honest, just the personal development part of coaching has been huge. Here's just more pictures of.
Yeah, down the bottom right, that's in Nashville last year. If anyone's ever been to Nashville, to Broadway, we took up like 10 blocks of Broadway. Like we shut it down and worked out at 6 in the morning. Like you would not believe how many people were out there. Like it was crazy. What I will say about like the commissions and the bonuses for the team growth is I have seen other companies that focus a lot on recruiting, sign up people, and you're just trying to like get bonuses for actually signing up people. We don't get a commission for anybody just signing up straight as a coach. Like we don't get commissions, we don't get bonuses for that. The only way we get bonuses is if we actually help our team help other people. So if we are not, working on ourselves, if we're not helping people and we're not helping our coaches help people, then that 6-figure income, doesn't happen. So it's all about helping people.
Right, for sure. I'm glad you mentioned that, because I think that's something it's a slower growth, but the payout is way worth it. It's so worth it. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Okay. You want me to? We could probably just whiz through this a little bit, and then we can go
real quick
the options. Okay, so basically, like once you join as a team, here's a little like some things you can expect from us. Obviously, every coach, like every mentor, every coach you sign up with is a little bit different, but we all have this same type of stuff that you will get your fingers on. So you'll get our team Facebook page. You'll get to be a part of all like the Facebook trainings. You'll get private training. Actually, you get like 3 different training websites. So it sounds overwhelming, but we have it set up where like we don't throw everything at you at one time. So we'll like work your way through things. But you do have private training websites. We do different weekly team calls. We do recognition and accountability things. We have guides and training videos. I know that's a huge thing. People are always worried about not knowing how to do things when they become a coach, and you don't have to be, because we have guides for you. We have trainings for you. You'll have support of over, I believe now it's over 5,000 coaches with our team. And this is like my favorite part is you're going to be building friendships for life. Like these women have become like sisters. They've become family to me. They become more than just your business partner or your partner that you're partnering with. They literally become family that you can go to when you have struggles that are life struggles and personal problems. You can go to them and trust them. The only thing I don't like is that we're all over the place and you can't meet all of them for coffee every single week. I think that's my biggest struggle, that we're all over the place and I'm like, oh, I want to have coffee dates with everybody, but you can't. So that's my biggest struggle. But those are some things you can expect from our team once you get joined as a coach.
Yeah, and it's crazy because it's once you actually finally meet somebody that you haven't, touched before, or met face to face before, like it's been a year or so, it's you wonder if it's going to be weird because like I don't know if we've never met before. No, it's like oh my gosh, hey girl, how are you doing? And then you just kind of go about your day like you didn't skip a beat. You know what I mean? Like you've been friends this whole time. And you guys are still hanging out. We're still talking. It's like meeting your long lost sister. As corny as that sounds, yes, it really is, because there's no awkwardness because you guys have been like friends for so long on Facebook and on these video chats and stuff that when you actually do meet, it's just like natural. I guess that's the word I'm trying to come up with. Natural. It's just so natural, that friendship.
I agree. Agreed.
Okay, so let's see here. Okay, I guess we're going to start with this.
Yep, go for it.
Oh, okay, I'll start. So there's two ways. There's two options for you at this point. Option A is that you watch the video, you're loving this, like, yep, I like it, this is what I want to do. So you are going to sign up as a coach. To me, in my eyes, there's really only one way to sign up as a coach with the challenge pack, because you want to join in with the fitness program. You want to be able to have that before and after results, so you can share that with people with your journey. You're going to want to get on your Shakeology so you can experience that and give your honest feedback of what you like about it and how it's changed. So the challenge pack is going to be like your number one bet. There is a $40 coach enrollment fee that's going to be waived, so you don't have to worry about that. You get a trial, a 30-day trial subscription of the club membership, which features the Beachbody On Demand. And On Demand is basically your online streaming of workouts. So you buy the 21-day fix challenge pack, like today, tomorrow, you will have your 21-day fix online ready for you. So there's no waiting for the DVDs to come in the mail. Like, get started right away. No excuses, people. But you'll also be able to have access to like over $3,000 worth of other programs. Like the whole P90X series is in there. The whole Insanity series is in there. Like the entire workout program is in there. The PDF documents of that program and all like the calendars and everything's in there. Like this On Demand is like one of my favorite things. So that's like the number one way to sign up. If you don't want to sign up with a workout program, you can just get the Shakeology, but you got to pay your enrollment fee. Back to option one, because save yourself some money. If you don't want to do that, then you buy a fitness program, but you still pay an enrollment fee. Back to option one, because like that's going to be your biggest money saver. So when I told you guys earlier that we do not get a commission for anyone like just signing up as a coach, like you can literally sign up as a coach for $40. Like you don't have to buy anything, and you can sign up for $40. I can sign up 100 people today for $40. I don't see a dime of that money. Like I don't get any commission whatsoever unless I am able to help those 100 people see results and help other people. Like I don't get any commission off of somebody just signed up for $40. So my goal is to help other people see results and help them pay it forward and help their friends and family. So after that, the only cost that to be a coach is your $15.95 coach monthly fee, and basically that covers everything under the sun, like the media, the marketing, your websites, warehousing of products. You don't have to keep products at your house or anything like that. Customer service, somebody I don't know, got shipped the wrong Shakeology flavor or something. You don't have to deal with that. They call customer service. Customer service takes care of them because we have the amazing customer service department. Like they take care of all that for you. All those infomercials that you see on TV, all like the ads you see on different social medias or whatever of all like the workout programs, the 21-day fix, the size, whatever. Like Beachbody takes care of all that. They like do all the advertising for you. So all you got to do is just stick to the 21-day fix workout program, start looking hot, and show it on Facebook, like, or whatever social media you're using. Like there is no other kind of promotions that you have to do because they take care of all that for you. You don't have to advertise anywhere. They take care of all your paychecks and all your accounting records and everything, so you can report that to the IRS and all that stuff at the end of the year. I mean, there's nothing that you have to take care of on your own except for just keep track of your own receipts. No contracts, no minimums. There's no minimum to stay as a coach. Like you can stay as a coach for as long as you want and not be required to sell anything or to bring on any coaches. My mom is one of my coaches, and she's a coach who does not have any desire to work the business. She just takes it because she's a coach just because she wants to take the 25% discount that she gets on her Shakeology. That's why she's a coach, and it's an amazing discount. And what I love is that anybody can be a coach. Whether you want to work or whether you just want to take the discount on your Shakeology and all your other products.
Right.
So you got anything on that part?
No. Good.
Cool. So
Okay, so the second option is if you watch this and you're like, coaching looks awesome, but it's not for me. You just want to focus on my health and fitness journey, which you can still be a coach and focus on your health and fitness journey, because let's get real, that's what we do. But if you just want to be a customer and join a challenge group, or just join as a customer to start out with, you have a couple options. It's the same options as if you join as a coach. You can join with the challenge pack, get your fitness program, Shakeology, and the trial month of the club membership. With this too, though, like Victoria was saying, like, you get your $40 coaching startup fee waived. So if you know you're going to want to keep drinking Shakeology for the future, like, it's smart to just sign up as a customer and do the VIP member and get that discount right away, and like not have to worry about that in the future. You could also sign up with just the Shakeology HD, which is a home direct, or you could just sign up with a program too. So like, there's a lot of options, you guys. There's a lot that we can do if you have different goals, different, like, you want to work the business, don't want to work the business. There's a lot of different options you have. So that's kind of like your two options now. Like, once we're done with this, like, where do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as option A, as joining our team and getting started on your health and fitness journey and sharing that with other people to get them started? Or do you see yourself as just a customer right now who wants to just focus on their journey and not really worry about bringing in any extra income or helping anybody else with their journey, which kind of sounds sounds rude, but you guys know what I mean. So what, I don't know if you want to say anything about that, but
no, I mean, you covered it. I was just going to say, I always recommend those. If you're going to drink Shakeology, even for 2 months, you're better off signing up as a coach. You're going to save yourself money. Besides that, if you're not even quite sure, you're like, I like the idea of coaching, not sure if it's for me or not, I don't know, why not sign up? It's the same exact cost. Your challenge pack is the same exact cost, whether you sign up as a coach or a customer. At least get started with the team, meet the team, see who we are, see what we're all about, get more details about training. And I feel like after 30 days, you'll know if it's for you or not. You know,
right.
Like, when you start to feel our environment, you'll know if this is for you or not. So, I mean, if you're going to buy a challenge pack, your option A is really the option I always recommend everybody go with. So.
And I totally agree. Like, once you get a feel for our community and you actually plug yourself into it, that's the key. Like, you can join as a coach and not plug yourself into our community, and you won't see any benefits from the coaching because you didn't really dive into just the community and looking at like what we have to offer. Like, if you do that as like signing up as just that like VIP member and just doing it for the discount and diving in and seeing what the community is about, you're going to fall in love with it and you're not going to want to stray from it. So I totally agree with you on that.
Okay. Oh, that was it.
That was it. Okay, so for anybody we can probably come back to our faces. For anybody who's watching on live or watching the link, after you finish watching us and you get to the end like now, I need you to sit down and figure out what option is best for you. Are you option A or option B? And reach out to the person who either sent you this link or who's invited you to this webinar, and let them know where you're at, what you want to get started doing, and how to get started. So that's kind of our action step for you tonight, is figuring out where you want to go and if you are ready to jump in and join our Freedom Tribe and become a coach with us. And I hope that we see a ton of people join this next week before the end of May and into summer, because I know that's a big thing. Like, I know I have a lot of people on Facebook who are like, yeah, I have to find a summer part-time job, blah, 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 blah. Like, why not do this? Why not work on your health and fitness and share it and help other people do that all summer long? That's a perfect part-time job. You know, like, you don't have to take time away from your family. You can do it from home. So think about that for those of you who are looking for part-time jobs for the summer. And I think that is all. Thank you so much for jumping on with us and listening to us ramble a little bit about our passion and why we love what we do. And hopefully we'll see you guys joining us soon.
Bye. Thanks, guys.